let's let's talk about the big reveal today. The Superman trailer, the official one, dropped today. James Gunn was so excited to share it with us. Jace was also happy to share it with us in our text thread. And I'm excited about the movie. I don't know if the trailer did anything that made me go, "Oh man, I really, really want to see it." It certainly didn't make me go, "Uh-oh, I need to hold back some of my expectations." We got to see a little bit more Mr. Terrific. We saw Guy Gardner using his power ring and not just making laser blasts. He was actually doing stuff with it. That was cool. We saw Superman fighting a lot. That was different. We haven't seen that in a Superman movie. So that was kind of cool to see it like that. What did you think of this trailer, Jace? And then we'll get the rant, which
Yeah,
should
let's see.
take us to
I think
9:30.
four more minutes. um, I like they showed Lex Luthor didn't look like a sucker after Kevin Spacey's performance. I think that's a marked improvement. Oh, he's got like 3 hoods up there. No, this is scary. Um, I like that they actually we're not getting an origin movie. I liked how we're having the interaction between Clark and Lois Lane. Lois Lane also a very big improvement over our last 2 Lois Lane recorded with chemistry, which
She looks like Lois Lane.
uh, yeah. And I like the action scenes look good. I mean, Mr. Terrific didn't come off like a sucker like we saw in Arrowverse, so it was like okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'm all the way excited. Like okay, just and he's got a dog, that's a extra hype puppy. I'm good. I'm surprised you didn't appreciate that, Chief. Uh-oh.
We saw Rick Flag Sr., who is, if you saw the Peacemaker trailer, he's going to be in that season 2 because his son got killed by Peacemaker. So he's joined up with Amanda Waller and whoever, maybe the president, but we don't know who the president is yet. There seems like there might be some speculation based off the trailer, but Rick Flag is going to be there probably as an antagonistic character. The engineer from the Authority is there, not looking at all like she does in the comic book, which
Oh.
is probably the biggest departure from the other designs. I mean, Guy can whatever, Hawk Girl can kind of whatever. Mr. Terrific, they stay pretty classic with, thankfully. And there's a guy running around in a U. We don't know who he is. He's masked and fully covered up. So we don't know who that character is, but he's definitely giving the business to Superman along with the engineer. So we'll see how that plays out. Lots of action, like you said. And I don't know if you noticed Cat Grant taking a selfie while Superman's fighting a monster in the background.
Wow, I mean,
That felt really solid on that end.
It looks like the movie has a lot of personality and goes with a Superman world building. It has good Daily Planet with your superheroes.
Logan 9T70 wants to know, Jace, are you related to me?
Maybe. Yeah. We did share Mother's Day together, so I guess that counts. Yeah, that's my brother. In case we don't say it enough. Or when he says little brother in the beginning, it actually is true.
Yeah. Well, people coming in all hours of the
That's
show.
why I said, hey, we always want everybody on the replay.
Mostly Turtle says, please don't let them try to make the Phoenix Saga again. I didn't make that boring twice. Well, you can make it good one time.
No, absolutely not. Do not try that at all. It's been done. Do not do it. Just move to whatever story you would like. Just don't. I mean, there's plenty of X-Men stories that happen after Dark Phoenix. Go to any one of them. I mean, hell, Krakoa is you can't do that because it's basically X-Men 97, but just do something else. I mean, hell, get Moira McTaggart and her 27 lives. Like, come on, do something better.
Oh, please no. The Authority make a great DC movie. They should go there. Yeah, they need to get those mainstream characters right first before they go with a fringe group like the Authority. All right, it's 9:30. We've timed it up absolutely perfect. Blake says, I bet Chief didn't see the trailer. All right, Chief. The people wants to know what's your take on the trailer, the Superman trailer, the new one. Dramatic side.
Because here's the thing, man. Yeah, they showed Superman fighting a lot, but Superman was getting his ass whooped. There was not a single trailer portion of that trailer where Superman was not getting punched to the ground, punched into the ground, whooped, jumped. I mean, bloodied, falling. I mean, he must have fell from the sky 6-7 times in the trailer, bro. I'm like, yo, the point of the trailer is to make you say, damn, man, I can't wait to see Superman do those feats. Superman was getting punished, right? So now you're looking at the joint, you're like, man, they're just beating the hell out of Superman. You know what I mean? So then his interaction with Lois Lane, he seemed like a sucker. You gonna let me interview you as Superman? Yeah. Oh, you're asking all the hard questions, Lois. I said, come on, man. I said, is this Superman or is this a sucker? Why is he fussing? The people are gonna die. I said, yo, why is he like this? Why is this? This is not our Superman. This is not my Superman. I don't know who that guy is. He's such whiny, snivelly dude. Then at some point, someone throws, and they always show this, somebody hits him in the head with a can. But if you're Superman, you hear the can coming, and that means you let that can hit you in the back of the head like a sucker.
Well, in one regard, if he doesn't get hit by the can,
why can't he just
somebody else could get hit? But
there's nobody in front of him, sir. He was
the true thing is,
down a path.
If Superman got hit by a can, he wouldn't feel the can.
He wouldn't feel. He flinched.
He would
watch it
again.
He
would reacted because he would be like,
Superman flinches.
I know
he
it's coming.
The can coming, knows the can can't hurt him, and flinches when the can hits him. Now, listen, if you didn't want the flinch, if you didn't, he was like, oh, they don't love me. They hit me with cans. Oh God, I just got whooped again. And he's looking like he got whooped. So wherever he's walking to, he's walking from being whooped.
All right. Would you rather see a Superman that can't be beat and is unbeatable, or did you want to see somebody who actually has to fight through some adversity?
I want a Superman who can't be beaten. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like him to engage in a fight, but I don't want to see Superman just get knocked around for 95 minutes of a movie, 2 hours of a movie, where Superman comes in and it looks like he's fighting under the red sun. Is there a red sun up there? Because I thought that was a yellow sun on Earth.
It could be a blue sun, remember?
So why is he taking all this punishment? Why is everybody beating? Like, everybody can't beat Superman. They got a kaiju in there. Where you get a kaiju from? Where's a kaiju coming from?
Lex Luthor. The ruler of Australia.
Well, guess what? That kaiju was beating him up. Beat him up, kaiju.
Kaiju's based on magic, correct?
I don't know what a kaiju is on. Superman should have hurled a kaiju into space. I don't know why a kaiju is beating up Superman. I'm like, yo, then it looks like he's at his house and they're jumping him at his house. Like they put him in a glass cage. So one part you see him punching through the glass cage. The other part looks like they've jumped in the glass cage and they're just beating him with sticks. Let me take this whooping with this electric stick. Oh, God. Oh, where's Henry Cavill? You know what I mean? Because
they're asking where's Henry Cavill.
He's asking. He don't want that whooping. They've been beating him the whole time. You need a Superman who's not going to take that whooping. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What kind of trailer shows Superman getting beat up the whole trailer? You would have thought he would have had some. You'd have thought he would have had some special little joint where you saw him whooping, flying at a super speed, doing something incredible. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go see that. I can't wait to see that.
I'm only going to say this because we saw that with Superman Returns, and we got snookered into Superman Returns.
First of all, you're getting snookered here anyway. So let's just be honest. Superman Returns should have never been made. And this joint here, I don't know. I think it should be the Man of Steel gets a beatdown. That's what it should. The little sub title. Superman. The man still gets a beat down. You know what I mean? So and then Lois is like, was it Lois who said, "You got a dog?"
Yes.
How y'all in a relationship and you don't know he got a dog?
Because that dog is crazy. He's got to keep that dog in the fortress of solitude.
So let me ask you this, man. You got a crazy dog that's super powered, but you don't tell your girl. She knows your identity, your folks live, who they are, who you are, where you're from.
You with
And you don't go and tell her about your dog? Hey, shorty, I got a dog.
dude.
What kind of
That
dog?
is
His name's
inspired.
Crypto. If
That's
you're a dog owner, you know everybody knows about your dog. You can't wait to, yo, here's my dog. Look at these pictures. People like,
Just kids.
Yes.
I got some kids. But
Clark
here's the
Kent
Right.
could not have shown Lois Lane a picture of his dog wearing a cape.
he shows she knows he's Superman, and she's interviewing as Clark Kent, but he's talking
deal.
Superman.
Did you not know when that interview? Like she
It
said,
doesn't matter.
Okay. Like
It doesn't
she
matter.
could literally be interviewing. That could be the first time she finds out he is
I
Superman.
don't want to accept that happened. I think she knew the whole time. How much time in the movie does it for him to find out that he's Superman? How long is this movie? 4 hours? Is this Endgame, Superman Endgame? How long is this movie for him to get whooped by everybody? Green Lantern,
Mr. Terrific and Hawker.
yeah, Lex,
Metamorpho.
everybody hating him. Redemption, dog parts. I mean, what are we doing here? How long is this movie? And then Lois don't know? Then the Lois got to find out somewhere? That's the story arc? I was mad that she was interviewing him.
What?
Like,
What? Why are you mad at that? Tell us why you're mad at that.
Why does she need to interview him? He's Superman. He should listen, Shorty. I'm not gonna answer no questions. What's she gonna do? But maybe this Superman is so underpowered. Maybe she just beats him up in the kitchen.
Okay, you saw the original Superman. It starts with Lois Lane interviewing Superman.
You talking about
Christopher
Margaret Kidder.
Reeves.
yeah, but he came as Superman. She didn't know he was Superman. This dude is sitting in the room as Clark Kent, giving an interview with Superman. And not only that, he's getting upset. He's in his feelings. He doesn't have his big boy pants on that day. He left his big boy pants on Krypton. They're gone now. So now he's in that joint fussing at her. People were going to die. Did you tell the president? No, I didn't tell the president. I didn't tell anyone because people were going to die. I stopped a war, Lois. You right, Dad. Run tell that, Lois. I'm like, oh, God. All right. So, yeah. So that's what I saw when I saw the trailer. A little wimpy Superman. A little mama's boy moment with Lois. Talk to me like that, Lois.
What?
Okay. It's just a bunch of crap. I just like, yo. But you know what? Y'all enjoy it, man. Superman's dog. Crypto has to save him. Oh boy, get me home. I got you, buddy. Let me grab you by your cape, and we're gonna run off. You know what? Yeah. Get me home, boy. I see you taking another. I wish you could talk. Crypto could talk. I see you taking another whooping, Superman. Who beat you this time? You know what I mean? Who beat you up this time? I guess we got to get you into the sun trailer, the yellow sun chamber, so you can power up to that of a real muscular man.
He remembers this because he's actually watched each one of these trailers multiple times.
You know what I mean?
He's got this, like, he's dissected every scene to figure out where does
You're
this
not the
go
only
from
one.
that to that.
Now,
Logan,
man,
it's gonna get better.
you're just as strong as the strongest man on earth. We've got all the yellow sun that you could take. I'm ready to go out there and get whooped again. And then, I'm surprised he can fly off. It was just stupid. The whole thing was just stupid. I'm like, this is a stupid trailer. Like this, you know what I mean? Like, imagine, like, for just whatever movie you like a John Wick movie. Imagine the whole trailer you see John Wick just get whooped. Then at the end of it, John Wick coming soon. What? What? what happened here? You know what I mean? I don't, you know what I mean? I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. How do you show a trailer of the main character getting beat up the whole time? And then just try to sell it to us. Yeah. He's the greatest kung fu expert ever. Watch him fight. Oh. Coming soon, Kung Fu Man. You're like, is this a comedy? Is this action? What is this? Yeah, it's just, you know, like no movie ever shows the transporter, but the transporter's in a 78 Volkswagen Beetle. But he's not outrunning nobody. Oh, shoot. They're gonna catch us. It looks like we're caught. Let me pull over. You know, the turn signal on. Well, you know, the 70s show got that loud turn signal. He pulls over and everything. You got us. Hands is out the window. There's a package in the back. 32 kilos. You know, like, well, what are we doing here? That's not what you want to see. You don't want to see him in a Volkswagen Beetle running through the streets, trying to whip it around corners. It's just ridiculous. What are you doing in a Volkswagen Beetle? The transporter. He never gets the package just there. Like, what? What are we doing here? I mean, just name one movie where they show the trailer of a guy getting beat down the whole joint. That you ran and saw, that you was like, yo, I gotta see him get his ass whooped the whole movie. None. Not one joint, bro. Nobody goes in there and says, yo, he's getting his ass whooped this whole movie. I can't wait to buy my ticket. When you see John Wick, when you see none of these new joints, they're in there, they're doing their thing. You like, man, I can't wait to see that joint. Looks like he's in there just killing everybody. I can't wait. Not this joint here, bro.
Okay, all right.
Went on the way down.
The last Superman was not beloved. Like, there is the diehard James Gunn. I'm sorry, Zack Snyder in, you know, Henry Cavill fans. But at large, Henry Cavill's Superman was too dark. It was too overpowered, and he was too detached from humanity.
Who said that though? You like the movie, right?
I like it on the movie. I am not the people who gave it a rating of, I think it was maybe 47% on Rotten Tomato, and the numbers in the box office. So that the reason DC thought they were onto a gold mine after the explosion of superhero movies, they thought Superman was easily going to make $1 billion. It did not, because people just weren't feeling the darker take on Superman. This trailer showing, hey, we have some light, we got some characters, and Henry and our Superman is not going to be whooping up on everybody. He has some flaws. People know how to beat him because he's not
Trick Willie.
Yeah, he's not the new kid on the block. Lex Luthor has been figuring out who he's been for a long time. So you have to show, in a world where Superman's not the new kid on the block, everybody else is gunning for him with their best shots and knows how to take him out, or at least give him a go.
Okay. You know, I mean, Henry Cavill got whooped in that movie too.
You wouldn't mean like, okay, seriously, in Zack Snyder's movie, I don't think there's any way in hell Henry Cavill actually, that Superman beats Zod, who has been training to be a soldier and fighter all his life. Even though Superman has those powers, he doesn't know how to actually fight because he has never actually fought anybody, because his father was told them, don't do anything that's actually going to get you exposed. Zod would have killed him.
I didn't have a problem with the movie. Now, was it a perfect movie? No. Was it better than, to me, was it better than what they gave it? To me, it was. It deserved a little more love than that. It might not have got 47 was that was just unacceptable. You know, for the first movie, you know, could they have done some improvements coming up? Sure. They never gave it a chance to really take off the ground. But I'm not loving this dude. Not right now. So like I said, it may hit through theaters, and this joint may be the best thing since, you know, smush fried bologna. I don't know. But
You said smush fried.
You remember when
That's
your mama
right
used to,
now.
maybe my mama, that was my mama. My mama used to fry the bologna. It would get the top. She would smush it down, put the bologna on sandwich. It was delicious. Anyway.
Didn't they just fried bologna?
Yeah. You never have fried bologna?
You said smush fried. I mean.
Yeah, that's when you smush down the top that's grown up. You push it back down. Where did y'all grow up? I feel like y'all was down the street, but y'all wasn't. But then again, I came from the poor section, and you guys had that big old stinking house, 18 rooms, 9 bathrooms. Y'all could go to the bathroom all day. I couldn't. So I enjoyed it, but like I said, this Henry Cavill thing, not Henry Cavill. This new guy, he's just getting whooped. So you let me know how it is. You called me and let me know how great it was.
And if we say it is out of a chief scale, an 8, would you go see the movie?
If it was an 8 on my scale?
Yes.
Yeah, well, 8 on my scale, definitely. But I don't know if it's going to be an 8 on my scale because I don't like suckers. I don't like a dude getting whooped the whole movie. So, hey, Ryan, man, it did show a whole lot, but like I said, it showed him taking a whooping the whole time. He was bleeding the whole time. I don't like suckers. I don't want to be around no suckers. I don't want no dude.
It's going to be let's just say it's a 2.5 hour movie.
It's going to have to be, at least.
And what we've seen is roughly 4 minutes of the movie. And some of that is probably going on the cutting room floor. You're really 4 minutes is just making you. It's just. I mean.
Listen, man. I hope it does do what you wanted to do, man. Honestly, but like the girl who plays Lois said, this is a Lois Lane movie. She says
the girl plays Hawk Girl.
She says she's the hero of this movie. So that's probably what happens. You know, somehow she goes up there, flies, beats up the monsters for him, and then at night she tucks him in, gives him a forehead kiss. Good night. You tried. And thank you.
That's a pat him on the head.
I did try. So, anybody else saw what I saw? Or am I the only one who's just saw it like this? Like him just getting beat up the whole time?
The chat is actually with you much more than me, Chief.
All right. Well, you know what, man? Y'all go and enjoy, man. Like I said, come back. Tell me what happens. If it's great, I'll go see it. I don't know if it's going to be great, man. I don't know if I want my side. I don't even know if I want my Superman with that longer neck. He's got like a 4-foot neck, bro. What's the dude that used to be on He-Man? The telescopic neck.
Mecha
neck. He's Mecha neck Superman. What are we doing here, bro? Why is his neck so long?
Oh man.
So we'll see, man. Everybody, y'all feel how y'all feel, man. I just saw it. I was like, whoa, what is this? And then James Gunn over there, like, yeah, I did it. I'm like, all right, bro. Why don't you find a seat and take it, man? You know what I mean?
Ryan says my brother had the same reaction, gets beat up a lot in the trailer, but my brother likes the Snyder movies. I really, really dislike them. So,
hey, man, listen, man. That's what makes us great, man. Everybody's different, man. That's why we can have conversations. If we all thought the same, we didn't have shit to talk about. So I appreciate the fact that some of y'all like the Snyder joint, some of y'all didn't. Some of y'all think this Superman movie is going to be great. Some of y'all aren't. But listen, you gotta when you go see it, man, call them too and go see it with them, man. They'll pay for
No,
your
Chief,
popcorn.
that was part of the giveaway. They're gonna see it with you. Remember?
Yeah, that was
Nobody said they wanted to see with me. I ain't going to see it with Chief. Like I got an odor about me or something.
I mean, we did hear about you in the popcorn bucket. So
that's an empty theater though.